Yo, what is up guys? It's me, Zach Lee, back bringing you some more daily NBA news and updates. Can you believe that we only have 2 more days until the NBA season starts? That's insane. And then on opening day, we get games as good as the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Boston Celtics, which is about to be a lit game. And then we get to see the Houston Rockets versus the Golden State Warriors, two of the best offensive teams in the NBA, going right at it after that. From 8 o'clock at night to 1 o'clock in the morning, you're not gonna be able to contact me. You could be having a heart attack and need me to call an ambulance for you. You're gonna have to wait till 1:01 in the morning and just pray that the games don't go into overtime. Haven't even started the video and I'm already off topic. Let's just get into what we gotta talk about today right after a quick word from everybody's favorite sponsor, SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the app that is a must-have for NBA fans who enjoy or want to go see games live. They let you see the view from the seat before you purchase, as well as rank the seats on a scale from 1 to 100 to make sure that you are getting the absolute best deal. Speaking of best deal, you can enter the promo code SDSEAT to receive $20 off your first order to make it an even better deal. Download the app in the description box below. Now with that out the way, Lego. I honestly don't know what to believe anymore. Is LeBron staying? Is he going? I'm conflicted. Earlier this summer, pretty much everyone thought that LeBron's time in Cleveland was just about up. They had just suffered a humiliating defeat in the NBA Finals. They got rid of a GM that LeBron actually liked in David Griffin, and then the whole Kyrie Irving trade situation too. It was like, why on earth would LeBron stay with the Cleveland Cavaliers? Now though, I'm actually starting to think that it's very possible that LeBron James does stay with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think he loves it here. I could see his mood in being around these guys and everyone that's here. Obviously, we've got to win ball games. Everything's got to go right, and we got to stay together and continue to have that mood. But right now, he's in a great place. That's what Dwyane Wade said about LeBron James and his feelings for playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers yesterday. I was never frustrated throughout the summer. I don't know where those reports came from. I was enjoying my summer with my family, so I felt the organization was going to do what's best for the organization. That's their job, so I wasn't bothered at all. And that's what LeBron James said about his summer and how he felt about the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is probably gonna be the last video I make on this topic of is LeBron James leaving or not until the summer comes, or unless some huge mega breakthrough in the story comes out. So right now, I'm just gonna give my final stance on this whole thing. I strongly believe that as of right now, LeBron James is planning to stay with the Cleveland Cavaliers after this year. That is not the popular opinion, I know, but hear me out. This is why I think that he's going to stay. First off, the whole thought about LeBron James leaving is so he could go to another team that would give him a better shot at beating the Warriors and winning another NBA championship. You've heard teams like the Los Angeles Lakers, if they can bring in Paul George or a bunch of other star players as well as LeBron James, and maybe they could make a run at a championship. You've heard the San Antonio Spurs with Kawhi Leonard and Greg Popovich, the Houston Rockets with James Harden and Chris Paul. A bunch of teams that could give LeBron James a better chance at winning an NBA championship. I mean, because of course LeBron wants to win more rings. Every single year he's in the NBA, that is his ultimate goal. LeBron could go 82-0 in the regular season, win MVP, win Defensive Player of the Year, win Most Improved Player in the same year. However, if he didn't win a ring that year, it was just a waste. And then of course there's this whole thing about him chasing the ghost in Chicago, chasing Michael Jordan. MJ had 6 rings, LeBron only has 3 right now. Even though I don't think greatness is determined by how many rings you won, but still, people are making that argument as to why LeBron James isn't better than Michael Jordan. So we should go somewhere else to try and win 2 or 3 more rings. Here's the thing with that though. First off, obviously if LeBron James were to leave the Cleveland Cavaliers, it will most likely be to go to a team out west. Those are the most talented teams. Sure, he could go to another team in the East like Toronto, form a big 3 with Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan. Go to Washington, form a big 3 with John Wall and Bradley Beal, or troll everyone and especially Kyrie Irving and go to the Boston Celtics and be like daddy's home. You could go to a bunch of teams in the Eastern Conference and immediately make them championship contenders, but not on the same level of championship contenders as if you were to go to the Houston Rockets or the San Antonio Spurs, because right now those teams are already seen as championship contenders. So if LeBron James went there, there would be mega championship contenders. Problem with that, however, is he might not even make it to the NBA Finals if he goes out west because the competition out west is so stiff. That's nothing new though. That stuff has already been said. The West is much stronger than the East. Everybody knows this. That was just a little gripe I had with the whole LeBron James could leave thinking. Part of LeBron James leaving I would have a much bigger problem with though is that people want to see him go somewhere else to get more rings so he could be closer to Michael Jordan. Here's the thing, it wouldn't matter if LeBron went to another team and won 2, 3, or even 4 more rings. There would still never be a time where the majority of people would say, yes, now LeBron James is the greatest to have ever played. You'll get rid of the MJ has more rings argument, but guess what? Now the argument is going to be, well, MJ didn't have to hop from team to team to team to try and win these rings. LeBron James is just a ring chaser, a glorified James Jones. And not to mention, how would it look if LeBron James were to leave the Cavaliers and for some reason still didn't win a ring on the team he left for? I can't even begin to imagine the amount of backlash, these stories, what people will be saying about him then. That's why I just don't see why him leaving would be the best decision he could make for his career. He wins, he becomes a ring chaser. He loses, and people will ridicule him forever. Back to what D Wade said though. LeBron James is happy. He's in the best place he's ever been. He said it a lot this summer actually, that he's feeling better now than he has been his entire career. And like, why wouldn't he be? A bunch of his friends are on the Cleveland Cavaliers. J.R. Smith, Derrick Rose, Dwyane Wade, Tristan Thompson. He gets to handpick the players he plays with. He gets to handpick who starts, who comes off the bench. LeBron James gets to decide anything he wants to decide with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Why would he give that up to go anywhere else? And it's not like the Cavs also don't have a shot at winning rings if LeBron James stays there. They have just about as good of a shot as anyone else of beating the Golden State Warriors, if not a better shot. You'd be crazy to think that the Cavs didn't get leagues better this year than they were last year. Derrick Rose, Dwyane Wade, Isaiah Thomas, Jeff Green, and Jay Crowder. Those are all of the major acquisitions the Cavs made this summer. You know who they lost? Kyrie Irving, and then they just gave away Richard Jefferson. You take what they got and you take what they lost, and it's not even a comparison. They got leagues better. The Cleveland Cavaliers front office actually did a pretty decent job this offseason. They continued to build upon what they had while also looking to the future, bring over young players like C.D. Osman from overseas, getting Ante Zizic in that Boston trade, as well as getting the Brooklyn pick in that Boston trade as well. I think this is exactly what LeBron James wanted to see from the Cavaliers organization. He claims he was very hands-off this summer in like the Kyrie Irving situation. He wanted to see how they would react because in the past, the Cleveland Cavaliers front office has been absolutely trash. They have made some brain dead decisions. LeBron knows this. Before I decide what I'm going to do with my future, I want to see exactly what I'm working with here in Cleveland front office wise, if they have gotten any better. LeBron has gloated a lot about the San Antonio Spurs in the past and how great of an organization he thinks they are. And here's what I think. I think LeBron James is trying to emulate that success the Spurs have had over the past couple of decades with the Cleveland Cavaliers. In order to do that, they need a front office that knows what the heck they are doing, and this was like LeBron's test of the front office to see if they know what the heck they are doing. And with the moves they made this summer, I'd say they passed. Like I said, they continue to build upon what they have so they can remain competitive while also looking towards the future at the same time. If you want to be like the San Antonio Spurs, that's exactly what you have to do. Imagine the Cavs get a guy like Michael Porter Jr. in this year's upcoming draft and LeBron James stays. The Cavs will still be extremely competitive and they will have one of the best young talents possibly in the NBA. LeBron James grooming one of the best young talents in the NBA. So when LeBron James is ready to hang it up, he can pass the torch to Michael Porter Jr. and he can continue to lead the Cavs in the right direction. Kind of like when the Spurs already had David Robinson and yet they still were able to draft Tim Duncan. Once David Robinson was done, Tim Duncan took over. Once Tim Duncan was done, Kawhi Leonard took over. Whoever the Cavs get this year could be that same type of torchbearer for LeBron. LeBron realized that, and I think that's the direction he's trying to put the Cavaliers on. So once he's done, the team won't go back to being the dumpster of the NBA like it had been before he got there in the first place in 2003. Question of the day time. Yesterday, we talked about Joel Embiid and his new tactics of getting inside people's head, making them hate him, push him, fight back against him so he can get some fouls and live at the free throw line. I asked you guys what you think about this tactic, and here is what you said. Question of the day, Joel Embiid is freaking hilarious. Question of the day, Joel Embiid is a genius for drawing fouls. He's using players' dignity against them, and since it's not illegal, it works and it helps his team win. It's whatever helps your team, I guess. It's not illegal, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if people like you for it or not, as long as it's helping your team get wins, no matter how low it seems. That's gonna do it for today though. Let me know what you guys think about LeBron James leaving the Cavaliers or not down in the comment section below. Do you think he wants to set them on the same path as the San Antonio Spurs are on? Let me know down in the comment section. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more daily NBA videos. And until tomorrow, keep getting the Bucks, Team STC, and I'm out of here.